The list of Bluetooth trackable devices from Orbit is expanding. Today we're going to be looking at the Orbit PowerBank from H. Butler. What's up guys, my name is Eric and on this channel I like to do a lot of product reviews and sometimes how-tos on anything that can help you and your family out, and I have a lot of fun doing it, so make sure you smash that subscribe button down below and also notification bell so you get notified when I put out new videos, usually every Thursday. I want to thank the folks over at H. Butler for sending me the Orbit PowerBank for review. This will be an honest review of my own thoughts of the product, but they give me the freedom to say whatever I want about it. This is not a sponsored review, but I will be leaving affiliate links down below in the description and in the comments so you guys can pick up this product or find out more information. If you click on one of those links and purchase something, I do get a small commission which helps support this channel with no additional cost.
You know I wanna share it with you.
Alright, for those who don't know what this is, it is just a power bank to charge up your cell phone or small tablet, but it also has a Bluetooth tracker built in. If you happen to lose it, you can simply go into the app and ring it as long as it's within Bluetooth range, and vice versa. If you happen to lose your phone, you can actually press a button on the power bank and ring your phone. Some other features include charge reminder notification, so if it drops below 30%, you're getting notified. You can use the power bank as a selfie remote, and it has a last seen GPS location on the map. But this thing does not have GPS, it connects to your phone via Bluetooth and uses your phone's GPS. But if you do lose your device outside of Bluetooth range, you can have the help of the OrbitNet Crowd Finder to help you find it. And now that you know what it is, let's go ahead and unbox this and see what it's all about and see if it lives up to what they say it can do. So this thing only has two ports. It has a USB out at 5 volts, 1 amp, so it's kind of slow. It's going to take a while to charge up your devices. And it has a micro USB in at 5 volts and 1 amp, so it's definitely going to take some time to charge it up. Also, it has 4 little LED lights to let you know the battery level, and then it does have a single button, which I'll show you what that's for in just a little bit. But that's all the ports that this thing has. It does not have USB-C or Lightning or anything else, so it's very, very limited. It does have 5,000 milliamp hours, so you can definitely charge up your cell phone, in most cases at least once, depending on how big your cell phone is, in some cases even twice. I have the black version, but it does come in 4 different colors. It comes in black, dark storm, silver, or rose gold. And it does come with a micro USB wire, but no power adapter. Let's quickly see how much this bad boy weighs. It is 6 3/8 ounce or 180 grams. The width is about 3/8 inch by 2 3/4 inch by 5 1/8 inch long. But all in all, I think this is probably about a medium-sized power bank. It is definitely not the largest 5,000 milliamp battery, and it's definitely not the smallest that I've seen. But I think this is the perfect size battery to throw into some luggage when you're traveling. But being a power bank is not the only thing that this thing can do, so let's go ahead and connect this to the app and see what it can do. You will have to download the app in the Apple App Store or the Google Play Store. Once you register a username and password and log in, you get something very similar to this. I will be blocking out this map for my privacy, but all you need to do is click add a new orbit and then choose which orbit you have, which I have a Orbit power bank, and then it will walk you through exactly what you need to do. As you can see here, I just have to hold the button on the Orbit power bank for 5 seconds until you hear a little beep, and then go ahead and hit continue. And then just like that, you should be connected. And while we're here, I might as well do a little sound test of the power bank. And you can see the loudest there is 86.5, which is not that loud, especially since it doesn't hold it up there for very long. And if you ever lose your phone, you can use your power bank to find it by pressing the button within Bluetooth range. And I tested to make sure this feature works with the app running in the background and also off on iOS devices, which it did have an issue at first, but after a couple minutes it did whatever it needed to do, and then it reconnected and you're able to ring it. And now going back into the app, and if you want to adjust the settings, click on the 3 little dots next to the Orbit Power Bank. You can rename the power bank whatever you want so you can identify it easily. You can turn on and off the separation alarms, which is if the Bluetooth connection gets disconnected between your phone and device, they will start ringing. Now understand that Bluetooth is very finicky, and for whatever reason it can get disconnected. So I do recommend that you have quiet zones, which is just based off your Wi-Fi. If it's connected to one of those networks, that alarm will not go off. So definitely recommend that for your home and your work, because you don't want that alarm going off at those times. But I do also have to give you a heads up, now that I've tested the unit for a couple weeks now, there were times that alarm went off at home on my current Wi-Fi network, even though I had that safe zone on. It didn't happen very often, but I just definitely want to let you know that it does occasionally go off and it does not listen to its program. And now I think it's a good time to test out those separation alarms, so I'm going to go ahead and turn off the safe zone and test out the distance at the exact same time. Alright, so what I'm going to do is take the Orbit Power Bank with me. I'm going to walk away and see how far I can get. I'll leave the phone here and record wherever the phone does, and then in post I'll put them together and let you know how far I got with the power bank before it started ringing. And by the way, with just the power bank being right next to it, it's already lost 1 bar. It came back, then it lost it again. All right, let's go for it. Let's go out. All right, I'm back, and I can see that both things are ringing. Hold on, let me turn this off. So I got probably about 20 feet inside, about halfway down my hallway. I would say that's about 15 to 20 feet before this thing went off. So I would say this cannot go very far. I do believe they say this can go up to 100 feet, but my testing inside was about 15 to 20 feet. Now going back into the app, you can turn on and off the charge reminder. So if it does drop below 30% battery level, it will remind you to charge it up, but you don't want that notification to go out at the inconvenient time, of course, like right in the meeting. So make sure you use the quiet zones for your Wi-Fi network. On the main page, you also have an option to use this as a selfie remote, which comes in hand all the time. You do have options of different ringtones. You have a lot of great choices here. You can find whichever one you like and whichever one is the loudest for you. You have a couple other things you can change around, like how it rings and flashes and beeps and all that kind of stuff. But that's all that's in the app. The only other thing I want to show you guys is if you do happen to lose your device beyond Bluetooth range, you can mark it as lost, which allows other users with the app installed to anonymously let you know where it found the device. It's not going to let them know. It will just anonymously send you a little message saying, hey, this is the GPS coordinates of where it last connected. Chances of that happening is very slim because the Orbit community is pretty small, but you never know. And then lastly, I did test this to see if it had pass-through power, which I do have good news, and it does. That way you can charge the battery pack and your cell phone at the exact same time. So all in all, the entire line of Orbit trackable devices is pretty cool. Of course, all of them have minor issues, including the power bank. I think when it comes to the power bank, having 1 port in and 1 port out is very limited. A lot of power banks these days have multiple ports. There's a lot of power banks that have USB-C now, and having only 5 volts, 1 amp in each direction is very slow. Also, being 5,000 milliamp hours is kind of small these days. It is enough to recharge your most phones at least once. And it's only, this thing was 50 bucks, 60 bucks around there. So you get what you pay for. There's a lot of other batteries that are much bigger and have a lot more ports. But this is pretty cool that you can have a 2-in-1 unit where you can throw this into luggage, and it's your tracking device and also your battery all put in one. Another little con is the volume on this thing is very, very low. It's not a huge deal because I don't see most people actually beeping this thing. I guess people can lose this in their house and they want to find this in a hurry, which comes in hand you know, maybe once in a blue moon, but they could definitely make the ring a little bit louder, especially since you have all this power. I would definitely be updating my pros and cons list on my website regularly. If you guys want to check out the pros and cons list, click the card up right up there. Guys, let's wrap up this video. So this product is not for everybody. If you're already on the Orbit platform, and this is definitely a product you can use for luggage and that type of thing. But otherwise, if you're trying to use it for a battery, there's definitely other batteries out there on the market that are same price, bigger, newer, with newer ports. So I don't suggest it for that type of user. But if you're already on the Orbit platform, it's definitely something you should have. Alright guys, let's wrap up this video. If you guys have any questions or comments, leave them down below. Let me know that you were here. Make sure you check out these other 2 Orbit products, or put the Orbit card right there in the Orbit wallet right there. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you check out my subscription page right there. And if you want to become a super subscriber, check out my Patreon page right up there. I will see you guys on the next video.